If this dude took it from, oops, I involuntarily checked this kid out and actually took a run at this kid,
it would not be good for him.
Her dad would literally remove this guy's joints from his body and then bury him in a hole while he was still alive.
Yeah.
Which brings us to a story that happened to our friends last year with their 10 or 11-year-old kid at, how old? 11?
Like middle school.
Yeah, like sixth grade kid. And this woman, like, she, you know, husband and wife, they have their kids are very similar ages to ours.
Yeah.
And she had this experience at her school with this teacher where
she had gone to pick up her daughter, and the teacher like walked her daughter up to the front, which is kind of weird on its own. Like,
only
normally
time
when you
it
go
ever
pick
happens.
up a kid, they get a hall pass and they walk right up on their own.
Yeah.
Only time it's happened to her since is the first time that she saw this guy.
No reason for him to be there at all.
No reason. And she's a beautiful woman. We'll put it that way too, just to preface this story. So when this teacher walked her daughter up to the front, she caught the teacher in a very split second, like, check out her young daughter.
11-year-old. Who looks 9.
Like, it wouldn't be noticeable to a lot of people, but she's very observant and picked up on it.
If she said it, it happened.
Yeah. And just got this feeling about this guy. And to the point where, like, she told me the story, you know, like it was enough that it kind of rattled her. And she's like, I don't know about this one teacher. And so she, like, you know, told her daughter not to be in a room alone with him. And
her husband would disjoint this guy.
Can't say that, can we?
What we could say is, like, if this dude took it from, oops, I involuntarily checked this kid out and actually took a run at this kid,
it would not be good for him.
Her dad would literally remove this guy's joints from his body and then bury him in a hole while he was still alive.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like, that was one of the things that came out of that story, was how, you know, having a dad and now mom that have these, you know, public profiles where people, you know, where teachers have a reason to go look, you know, where because like obviously everybody has a Facebook, everybody has a MySpace. Some people may or may not have a YouTube, but if they're not like successful, there's no reason why a teacher would be like, let me go check out their whatever, unless they're just kind of randomly creeping on them. But if it's like they know, oh, that girl's dad is a YouTuber / podcaster, then there's a high probability that they're going to eventually look. You know, it's like, oh, that guy's like, it's like a big whatever. And I said to Gary, I'm like, that makes me feel so much better about our kids in school, because like, I don't know if this is like a big thing that you guys pay attention to, but obviously child predators is something I pay very close attention to. And I've listened to a couple of them do actual interviews where they're being honest about
how they target. And
all of them say they look for kids who don't have a dad,
a broken home.
And, you know, like just what are the standard risk factors for targeting a specific kid? And I just think about that, and it's like, and I get an incredible amount of satisfaction imagining the moment that one of those people looked at my YouTube, and they would look at me and they'd be all, fuck that shit. Be like, that's a good read,
not
dude.
That one.
Yeah, that's a good fucking read.
Yeah. But so this story, the reason why it's relevant is because another thing came up the other day, and her daughter, you know, these kids are like pushing dress code all the time. Like, insane. We all did it. Mm-hmm. Sorry, the air just kicked on. And so she is in class with this teacher, and I guess there's this girl there that is violating dress code. And she says to this teacher,
same one that checked the kid out.
Same one that checked her out, because they're like friends, like, right? Like, she's his favorite student. And so she says to him, like, oh, you should dress code so-and-so, whoever they are.
You know, like ding them for dress code violation.
Like send them into the office.
You could see her
mid-drift.
Yeah.
And so he says to her back, I don't dress code the girls because I don't want parents to get the wrong impression, like I'm looking at them in a certain way.
Why would that be in your brain? Why?
Unless it was in your brain.
That is like the biggest giveaway of all time. Like, the reason that we know who you are is because of the story that you checked out a 10 or 11-year-old. and then that's your answer to why you don't dress code kids is like, and put them in handcuffs. That's like circumstantial nonsense. But if you think like I do, that's you're done.
Number one, it's your job.
Yeah, but like in terms of if you're evaluating, is this guy actually into little kids? You're dead right there. Like that's like your case is over. There's no like that is not an answer that a person who is not uncomfortably attracted to children would say.
Yeah.
And the other thing too that she told us was like that he was doing an Instagram for I forget, I just remembered this too. He was doing an Instagram for the school, and he had the kids doing these exercises with kettlebells
like in the gym,
where they were holding them and then they were squatting with them, and he's like filming the girls doing this hold it squat, the kind of thing that you see
filming young girls doing squats.
Exactly. Like the kind of thing that you see thirst trap gym girls do and make it their thumbnail for their short because they know that all the creep dudes are gonna be all, ooh, let's see that. Hey, touch the floor, bitch. You know what I mean?
Also football.
What?
When he was teaching the
girls
how to hike the ball.
Taught him to hike the ball.
Just a lot of stories.
Have we told the story about the Instagram that the 10-year, like 9 or 10-year-old girl with the cheerleader? We told that. Yeah. It's just incredible how many people are out there that are attracted to kids. Like it blows my mind that is like
a thing.
Well, first, I mean, it obviously blows my mind that's a thing. Any kind of like sex shit that I can't relate to is weird to me, obviously, because it's kind of like, I don't know, like sex shit's kind of like this like thing that it's a setting that you have, you know, where it's like, wait, you're into
that
hurting the girl? Like I can't relate to that
or
at
pregnant
all.
People?
Pregnant. What the fuck? Like that.
It's biologically backwards.
Exactly.
But same with kids, you know, biologically backwards. Same with feet. Same with all. I
can kind of, I guess, understand how like if you were into feet, how like certain feet would be sexier than others.
I mean, certain feet are prettier than others.
I guess
we'll just
because they kind of have the shape.
Fact.
They kind of have the shape of tight hips, big ass.
Ooh, her foot.
No, do you know what I mean though? Like if someone has like a fat foot, you're like, ew. And like if someone's like, ooh,
they got good curves.
Yeah, look at that foot, dog. Look at that foot.
Oh my gosh. But yes, I do know what you're talking about.
A well manicured foot with some nice toenails. It's all, gosh, she takes care of herself. Man, maybe I am a foot guy.
No,
not at all.
You have like jokes.
Gabrielle has to badger me into massaging her feet longer than.
I do love a good foot massage, and you oblige because you know what's on the other end.
Yeah, well, yeah. Generally, like I've already started the other end, and you're all, hold up, dude.
We're gonna be doing this a little more attention.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Maybe the feet a little bit longer. You can't reach your feet while you have I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean,
that would be some interesting gymnastics.
Let me think about that actually. If you inverted yourself, if you were
reverse cowgirl, maybe.
No, like I'm talking like you would need to be doing like a handstand, kind of.
That does not sound very relaxing.
No, I know. I'm just saying the only way it would even be possible.
Get a nice little shoulder workout, like a foot massage.
Say you were basically doing a headstand, like a handstand, like next to like a couch, and then it was like froggy style, kind of.
I know what you're saying.
And the foot's like in your face. That sounds like a lot, dude.
It sounds like a lot of work for a foot massage.
One at a time is good, dude.
Just
one at a time.
Go in chronological order.
One at a time sounds fine. But anyway, creep ass. I mean, so here's another thing I was thinking about, dude. Is like I hear a lot of like what's the right way to put this? People's base worldview has always been interesting to me in terms of like some people like think that there are like demons, you know, like people are like demon. They're like that. That's it. Those people are demons. And it's like, okay, so let's say that was the way the world works. Like, would a demon know that they're a demon, or would they just?
I think demons know that they're demons.
And you know what? Like, because like we talked about in the other episode about what's his name, the serial killer who was Ted Bundy, and how they said that his eyes would turn black when he would talk about his crimes.
Yeah.
Like that to me is like his eyes turned black. Like his eyes turned black.
I want to see a video of this.
Well, I mean, apparently like they recorded it on audio, but the guy said, he's like, when he would talk about his crimes, his eyes turned black. So like, that certainly would
sounds demonic.
Sounds pretty demonic. But let's say that was true. That like that is what the world is, and there are just demons. Mm-hmm. You want to know who they are? Pedophiles. Like that's what they are.
I mean,
it's
that's
like
one brand of demon.
You put them into the world attracted to children
purest of our society.
Because all they're going to do is just create death and destruction. It's like that's because like what every person or being if they're a human, the way I assess them is like, what is their impact on other people? Like if someone is happy for themselves, but they have no interactions with other people, whatever, they don't help anyone, they don't hurt anyone. Who cares?
Neutral human. Yeah.
Right. But if a person has something that is like their sex drive is like the number one driving force for dudes in the world, right? And it's like, so if you put a person into society and you make their base setting that they're attracted to children, you could convince me that they're demons, like straight up, like that's a demon. It's like, all right, well,
I could
executing a demon doesn't seem like
Hi, kitty. Come here.
Because there's always, and the reason why I think it's relevant is there's always this conversation about whether to try to rehabilitate them or not. And, and it's like, and you have these students like, oh, I've gotten therapy and I've gotten whatever. And I mean, maybe I would feel different about it if like I had a son that was that, but I don't think I would, dude. Like, I think it's like, dude, you're broken. You're broken. Mm-hmm. We got to get you out of the gene pool.
Yeah.
Like
God forbid you pass that on.
Your impact on the world is going to be
a net negative. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you'll know next time me and my beautiful wife put out more episodes of Play with Matches.